In part 1, we saw that I had decided to run an operating session focused on using Southwold Railway rolling stock. We have now reached the middle of the day. The pickup goods has arrived at Peckforton station and the midday up passenger is departing. So, as they say, it's on with the show. At the other end of the line, an empty sand train is just leaving Beeston Market Station, passing behind the engine shed. As mentioned in part 1, this raised section has recently been completely refurbished with a new timber baseboard and is yet to be ballasted. Slightly further on, as the train plunges into woodland, we see the old baseboard, still intact with its ballast, which is now probably in need of a bit of touching up. Further down the line, Fowler Diesel Mechanical Loco No. 7 Tollmash emerges from the Coppermine branch to join the main line beside the Boneworks at Buckley Station. Meanwhile, Southwold Sharp Stewart Loco No. 5 Tarporley, with its train of Southwold Clemenson six-wheel coaches, is thundering up the gradient beside the River Gowie on its approach to Beeston Castle Station. Returning to Peckforton Station, Southwold Manning Wardle Loco No. 4 Buckley has finished shunting operations for the pickup goods and is departing, with 2 Southwold Clemenson six-wheel open wagons and a Southwold short wheelbase van in tow. The up passenger train is now approaching Beeston Market Station, crossing over the link to the Coppermine, which isn't really here, of course. It's supposedly 6 miles further down the line. The Hunslet Loco, with its train of empty sand hoppers, has reached the sand quarry and steams in beside the loading hoppers. Having searched in vain for pictures of loading hoppers on the internet, I eventually designed my own and constructed them primarily from PVC foam board. The pickup goods arrives at Peckforton Station, coasting in on the platform road as it is being crossed by a down empty ore train. The amount of ore traffic varies each day, dependent on the output from the Coppermine. Today they seem to have struck a rich seam, and so ore traffic is quite heavy. Marshalled into the centre of the train for safety is a tanker wagon and an explosives van. Diesel oil is needed by the crushers used to break down the ore and spoil. And of course, explosives are used by the miners to blast their way through the sandstone to find the copper ore. One of the Clemenson open wagons needs to be shunted off the pickup goods. Normally, the sawmill pilot loco would be pressed into service, but today it was having a well-earned rest, undergoing a service. Actually, the battery in the loco I was intending to use was flat. I can't ever remember this happening before. I have a feeling that the last batch of lithium cells I bought for my locos was faulty, as both my recently constructed locos have suffered the same problem. With shunting completed, the pickup goods continues on its way towards Beeston Castle Station, where that short wheelbase van can finally be dropped off in the up-facing siding at the brewery. Meanwhile, the down ore train has reached the Coppermine branch at Buckley. This Fowler loco was my first attempt at putting a scratch-built body on an LGB toy train motor block. The loco has been in service for 17 years, but the motor block is even older, as it was bought second-hand, a testament to LGB engineering. With the evening sun glancing across the front of Beeston Brewery at Beeston Castle Station, the pickup goods pulls up, ready to swap the short wheelbase van for its long wheelbase counterpart, and also to pick up the 2-plank open, whose empty barrels have now been swapped for those containing freshly brewed Beeston ale. The train continues its journey. No doubt the driver will be looking forward to supping a pot of Beeston's best at the Beeston Castle pub, conveniently located opposite the station at Beeston Market. Having nearly completed its day's work, the pickup goods steams into Beeston Market Station. On the platform road, loco number 5 is waiting to depart with the afternoon mixed. In fact, almost all trains which ran on the Southwold were mixed, with just an occasional goods train or an infrequent excursion passenger special. The mixed departs. Having now run 2 complete operating sessions on the new track work at Beeston Market, I'm happy that there are no major issues, and so, if and when we get another spell of decent weather, I'll reballast the whole area. It's an aspect of this hobby that I quite enjoy, trying to make it look as realistic as possible. The mixed passes over what I call Guano Junction, because it's under an apple tree where pigeons seem to enjoy roosting and coating the track below with what is politely called bird lime. With no shunting required at Beeston Castle or Peckforton stations, we now rejoin the down mixed as it arrives at Buckley Station, where an empty coal wagon will be exchanged for the loaded Southwold curved-ended wagon. For what can only be described as bad planning, on behalf of the operations manager, the loaded open should have been marshalled at the head of the train, so it could be shunted off without disturbing the passengers. So, we now find the coaches have to be reversed into the siding and out again to retrieve the empty wagon, and then the process repeated to drop off the loaded wagon. Serious words will have to be had with said operations manager should the directors get wind of it. Nevertheless, the passengers don't seem to mind too much. Now that those manoeuvres have been successfully completed, the down mixed can continue on its way towards Peckforton Station, as the disembarked passengers make their way home or off to the local spa hotel. Having reached Peckforton Station and run round its train, the now up-mixed train is reaching the summit of its climb up Gallantry Bank on its way back to Buckley Station. This shot, before the sun slipped behind the trees at the edge of the garden, seemed too good to miss. Viewed from where the cattle dock will eventually be located, the up-mixed slips quietly into Beeston Market Station, with the loco and coaches having reached the end of their day's work. No doubt the driver will join his mate from the pickup goods in the local hostelry. Hot on the heels of the mixed comes an up-loaded sand train on its approach to Beeston Market Station, passing the newly relaid copper mine sidings. In the copper mine itself, the final ore train of the day is departing, with the workman's coach at the head of the train containing the weary workers who have no doubt earned their day's pay, certainly judging by today's output. Having just negotiated Guano Junction, the up ore presses on. The more observant of you will have noticed the reason for the junction's name covering the track in the foreground. The up ore now cruises into Beeston Market Station. The steam locos are now back on shed, and once loco number 7 has deposited its skips on the exchange siding, it too can retire for the night. On the platform, another type of internal combustion-powered locomotion is waiting, in the form of Ford-ish railcar 12A and 12B, Josephine and Samantha. The last train of each day is almost always handled by one of the line's rail cars. This was actually my first purpose-built battery-powered loco, bashed from 2 Andel resin coach kits. The sound is from a Model A Ford motor car, suitably edited. Just think, if only the Southwold Railway had discovered rail cars. And so, as the rail car screeches to a slightly undignified halt at Peckforton Station, we bid a fond farewell to this special Southwold day on Peckforton Light Railway. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed running trains in my garden.